This might look like any other industrial park in any city in America, but Carson, California, a suburb south of Los Angeles, is unique. The Dominguez oil field, which at one time produced more than 270 million barrels of oil, lies just below the surface. And it's become the first city in the state to ban any new oil drilling, driven by fears that Occidental Petroleum will use fracking techniques as a way of finding oil and natural gas hiding in the sand and shale.
You can't tell me that putting 200 oil wells in an area that's in close proximity to our lovely homes, that it's not going to affect the residents.
The Occidental proposal calls for erecting 200 new wells, some 2 miles deep, on 6.5 acres in this warehouse complex, located next to a number of residential communities, like the one council member Lula Davis Holmes lives in.
As a homeowner, as a mother, as a grandmother who thinks enough of this city to have my children here, I have to think about their safety.
Occidental has pledged to conceal the new oil drilling operation behind a soundproof compound, but that's not good enough for Carson City Council. The drilling ban, unanimously approved last month by council members, lasts for 45 days, but could be extended 2 years, effectively shutting the project down.
We don't want any new contamination and polluting activities to come into our community. They refuse to guarantee that it's going to be safe.
In a letter sent to the city, Occidental, which didn't respond to interview requests, says at this time it doesn't plan to use hydraulic fracturing at the site, but also says there may come a time when it would be appropriate. Oil drilling, and in fact fracking, isn't new in California. In the heart of Los Angeles, you'll find the nation's largest urban oil field. It's surrounded by some 300,000 homes. At least 2 test wells have been fracked here. City officials are working on an ordinance to impose a moratorium, but it hasn't been passed yet.
People have finally realized that, hey, my next door neighbor is an oil well, and they don't like it. And part of it is a matter that nobody told them what was going on, because the industry never tells anything unless they absolutely have to.
California law, which took effect in January, now requires oil companies to obtain permits for fracking, but more comprehensive state regulations aren't expected to be finalized until sometime next year, which means for now, it's up to small cities to take on big oil by themselves. Jennifer London, Al Jazeera, Carson, California.